What's up, everybody? Today we will be looking at the third Pixar movie, Toy Story 2. Here we go.
This is Al from Al's Toy Barn, and I'm sitting on the deal here. Al, I think I'm feeling a deal hatching right now. Whoa, let's see what we got. We got votes for a buck, beanies for a buck.
Rex, turn it off! Someone's gonna hear!
Turn
this off!
That's Ching Ching Ching. Hurry up!
Crying out loud, it's this one!
I despise that chicken.
Toy Story 2 was made in 1999 and was Pixar's third movie. It was successful in the box office, eventually grossing $551 million. In this iteration of Toy Story, Woody finds himself broken and ready to move to the next part of his life as a collector's item in Japan, in the museum. Buzz, in debt to his brand new best friend, feels the need to save him and eventually teaches him the value of enjoying the moment and making the most of now.
What?
No! Hey, stop! Horsey, stop! Stop, Sid boy! Stop it! Ah! Sid, I said! Whoa!
Obviously, this movie is very good. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. I remember watching it as a kid, and I don't think I appreciated how good this movie was. I don't think I enjoyed it as much. The themes of this movie didn't really resonate with me when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I kind of see the ideas of growing up, and then eventually you have to make this decision. Do you continue enjoying the moment, or do you give up like the now for your future? And how they handled it was excellent in my opinion, and holds up and is really relatable to someone in their 20s right now. The other big part of this movie that I really enjoyed was the utilization of the cast. And the first Toy Story, it was really just focused on Buzz and Woody, and everyone else was kind of a side player. They weren't really talked about or used or acknowledged, besides the fact of Woody trying to go back and would they accept him or not. In this movie, it's different. Obviously, the A line in this movie is Woody dealing with what I just described. What does his future look like? What is he going to do? Is he still Andy's toy, or does he want to go and secure his future in a museum somewhere? And then the more of the beast line with the rest of the characters was Buzz and that group trying to find Woody and save him. And I think this was probably the better part of the more enjoyable part of the movie. The Woody storyline added the seriousness to it. The rest of them were just funny. And this movie did a good job of being funny for what I imagine are the younger kids, and it also got a chuckles from me. Part of that might be because I don't remember this movie being that funny or enjoying it this much, but it most definitely gave me a couple laughs. Obviously, it's not an adult movie, but for a kids movie, it kind of hit in that realm. And one of the biggest things that hit for me was Buzz having his Captain America moment, which after seeing Captain America and then seeing Buzz kind of do the same ordeal made me chuckle.
Hoo-yah! Ow! What are you doing? You're in direct violation of Code 6404.5, stating all Space Rangers are to be in hypersleep until awakened by authorized personnel. No. You're breaking ranks, Ranger. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. I've got an AWOL Space Ranger. Tell me I wasn't this deluded. No back talk. I have a laser, and I will use it. You mean the laser that's a light bulb? Has your mind been melded? You could have killed me, Space Ranger. Or should I say, traitor? I don't have time for this. Halt! I order you to halt! Oh! What? Listen to me, listen! Wait.
So this is how everything is shaped up right now. Toy Story 1 at 1, and then A Bug's Life at number 2. I was kind of surprised how good A Toy Story 2 was. I thought it was going to be better than A Bug's Life, but worse than Toy Story, but I'm not so sure. I think it's kind of right there with Toy Story for me. Although those movies are completely different in my opinion. Toy Story 1 was kind of a buddy comedy, and those two coming to terms with each other. Number 2 was more of a Woody story about him dealing with life, and then the rest of the characters kind of used for comedic relief. So they're very different movies, both very good Pixar movies, and both very good animated movies. The other big thing about both these movies is how relatable the stories are. Both have kind of through lines that make sense for at least an adult person in their 20s to kind of relate to and understand. While I wouldn't necessarily say that about A Bug's Life. And both these movies were fairly funny, although I think I'm going to give the edge to Toy Story 2. I think I enjoyed this movie more overall compared to Toy Story 1. I just thought it was funnier. I also enjoyed the utilization of the whole cast. Even Mr. Potato Head, who's more of a dry character, I think he sells well with all these other characters like Rex and Slinky, who are just gems in themselves. They kind of balance each other out well. So I think that really gives the edge for me. In my mind, it kind of builds to what Toy Story is in my head, where number 1 was kind of just a lead-in, kind of like a trial run. One hell of a trial run, but not as good as Toy Story 2. So I think that's going to lead me to putting Toy Story 2 above Toy Story 1. So this is the final look at the rankings. I got Toy Story 2 at number 1, Toy Story at number 2, and A Bug's Life at number 3. This really did surprise me. I really did think that Toy Story would be top dog here, but obviously Toy Story 2 kind of surprised me. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Give me any feedback on how I could do this better. Obviously, this is only like my 3rd video and I'm still trying to figure this out, so any feedback would be appreciated. And that's all I've got for now. I'll see you next time. Ciao.